Well, folks, it's about got dark on me, but I got the pond bank over there, got it raised up. It'll all sort of be level around the pond. I want that reveal to be the same, so I got it raised up. I'll tell you, a little hindsight's 2020. I wished I would have not made the front of this tapered. Wished I'd have brought it on up, and that way I could have brought the dirt straight into it, but hindsight's 2020. I could always come in here and actually, though, do that. Just pull that dirt back off and raise it up, form it, and pour it on the top. I may end up doing that if I don't like it. I ain't real crazy about it on the way it's working out, but it is what it is. But I'll get this raised up a little bit to tie in with this bank out through here, and then hopefully we don't get a flood tonight and it just makes a big muddy mess again and we have to wait for it to dry out. But if we can get by with it not raining a lot, then hopefully we might sow some grass seed this weekend. So I'm gonna try to wrap up and go to the house. I'll catch you on another day. Another day. We've got some dirt spread down, getting the bottom of here lined, everything filled back up and graded in. I'm gonna go down here and dress the end of my pond up, this pond bank, get it fixed up, and hopefully sow some grass here in the next couple days. All right, here's the project at hand. I've got to go around through here, and from about right over at that little point, I've got to work it around here and get this pond bank fixed. I want it about this elevation, about right here above the water. I want to keep it pretty consistent. So I'll get it right in here, touch this up, and then taper this back to where he's brought this dirt in here. So let's see if we can get it slicked up, make it look like something. Well, this is my first attempt at pond sculpting, if you want to call it that. But I've got it going pretty good. Over there, I've got to finish up and try to taper this bank back in, and so I can keep this pond level or pond bank consistent all the way around. So I basically like from right over there around the little point and then finish this up, tie it up, and then I'll come back and sort of just final grade the top of it, so I've got the top elevation close. I want the water level and the top of the pond bank to be somewhat similar. If you look around the pond, I just don't want it to be 4 feet in one place and 2 in another, so I want it somewhat consistent. This bank's going to get a little steep if I cut it down a whole lot more, but I got something to show you here in the coming weeks. I got something that'll mow that, so I'm not worried about it. But anyway, let's get over there, slick that up, tie it back in, and then we'll come back, hit our final grade around the top, pack everything back in, and we'll call this pond complete. And then the only thing I got to do is get a little topsoil spread around. There's one little low spot out there I wouldn't care to put a little dirt in. Sow some grass, make this thing look pretty. Well, I'm gonna call it good for tonight. This dirt is still a little wet, so I'm gonna let it lay here all night. It's been kind of windy here, so hopefully this whole bottom here will kind of dry out. It's already drying out on the surface over here, but I'll bring a tractor up here tomorrow and I'll drag that down over there and run around the edges here and drag that down. I've got one little low spot right here, which when I get that tractor, I'll bring me some of this stuff from over there. I'll bring me a bucket over here and add to this and get that built up. But hey, there's your rookie pond sculptor. Didn't turn out too bad. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, but time I get the tractor around the top of this thing, I'll take either that land plane or the yard box, and I'll back down to about where I want my level, and I'll drag it back and I'll slick the top of that up. But I think when I get done with it, it'll be sufficient to sow some grass on, and hopefully we can put some fish in this baby here before long. So anyway, I'm gonna go up here. I took a tree down where that water was coming out of the ground the other day, and I took a chainsaw and cut it up there the other night. And I'm gonna go ahead and haul it over here and get it out of the way. That way we can blend that dirt back in over there. I'll tell you what, while I'm here, I've got this stump right here. I'm gonna try to shake some dirt out. I'm kind of wanting to get something put in that pond, so I'm gonna shake the dirt out of it and we'll throw it down in there and we'll see if this thing's gonna float or not. I think once it gets waterlogged, it should, I think, sink and stay at the bottom, and if it floats to the top, we'll just have to fish it out and tie something to it. But let's haul us a stump over there and put in the pond. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. These videos over the last week or so with me working down here in this muddy mess, I don't think I ever ended one, don't think I ever started one. So who knows what you'll get in the ones leading up to this, but I'll end this one. But tomorrow, hopefully we can get this drug down. If Wayne can get back up here, we'll get a little more dirt over here and blend this back in, and put me a little dirt over there on the right hand side of the pond, and the left I'll get all that slicked up. We'll drag this down. I'd love to get grass sowed and get grass sowed and put down so I can get this behind me. I will use that erosion mat that I bought the other day, but obviously right in here I'm not going to contain this water when it comes these flash floods. But if it overcomes my 4-inch pipe and my 12-inch pipe, I hopefully can get a stand of grass in here. That way it won't wash me out going down there to the pond. So that's the game plan. I've got to add a fence post right here. If you've seen a video or whenever I put it in, video before this or one before that, had water coming out of the ground. I thought I had this contained, but I got to digging around to push that tree down, and it just flooded this down through here. So I ended up digging a pit, putting that riprap, sticking a 6-inch tile in there, and then covering it up with fill line rock, but that's worked like a charm. It's dried this up, and so we can actually get in here and work. So hopefully that'll continue to work, but I'm gonna put one more fence post in right here. That way I can always identify where the end of that is. So if I start getting water in here, I'll know where to dig that up, and I can hopefully get it back going. But if you watched, I appreciate it. We got insulation for the building coming Wednesday, so we'll get that sprayed, and we'll get our electrical and plumbing all, well, I'll have to frame the 2 rooms in the loft, but we'll go ahead and get our electrical and plumbing put in, and then we'll get some wall sheathing put up and hopefully get that one finished up here in the next month and a half. So again, if you watched, I appreciate it. Some people have subscribed. Thanks for doing that. And if you want to leave a comment, it's always cool to hear where people are from and get a little bit of feedback on these things. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on another one.